my YouTube channel. So I have just created this makeup look fully with Primark products. This makeup look literally cost £20 exactly. Lashes, lipstick, foundation, concealer, contour, powder, everything, you name it, the eyeshadow palette. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I created this look, then stay tuned. I'm gonna do a full like instant reaction review. As I talk it, I rate the products, and also you get to see how I created this look. I was like pleasantly surprised, but also there were some like moments where I was like but yeah, definitely worth a look. I really like doing these sorts of things. If there's anything else you would like me to do like this, I love finding really cheap, nice, affordable products for all of us girls and guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, but before you watch, could you please just make sure you hit that subscribe button? It would mean the world to me, and make sure that you are still entering my giveaway as it is ending soon, and following me on my socials, Lucy Appleton 21 on Instagram and TikTok. But yeah, without further ado, go and watch the Primark makeup review. Okay guys, so welcome to the Primark makeup review. I'm like so nervous, but we're just gonna get straight into it. I'm hoping it looks good. Anyway, okay, so first I'm gonna go in with the Perfect Finish foundation. This was at £2.50 and I got it in shade Toffee 10. So it comes in a tube like this. There were more expensive ones. I think everyone goes on about there's like a Estee Lauder dupe one that was £4, but I was wanting to keep this to as cheap as possible and do a really cheap makeup look and just give it a review and see. So this was £2.50. I'm not sure how much product I'm going to need to put on, but we'll see. I'm gonna start with this much. To begin with, it feels like clumpy and clampy. Like my foundation that I normally use, MAC or NARS, comes out really liquidy. So this feels a little bit thicker, but we'll see how it goes on my skin. The shade is literally actually perfect. And I will, honestly, like you can't tell, I just was guessing from the bottles. So shade Toffee 10 for me, like that is a really good colour match. I actually feel like that's a better colour match than my actual foundation. It's actually blending a lot better than I thought. Because it's quite thick, I didn't know whether it would blend as well. But it's proving quite easy. The only thing I'm finding is I really don't like the smell. It does kind of smell like cheap in a way. Not in like, you know what I mean? That like smell of when you used to get cheaper makeup when you were a kid and play around with it. It kind of smells like that a little bit, which is putting me off. But it's blended really well. And it really isn't actually sitting on my face badly at all, which I thought it would. I feel like it's blended in. It looks smooth. I feel as though it is a bit thick for me, like, so it's setting a little bit thicker, but I am actually impressed compared to what I thought it was going to be. I'd give this, on initial reaction, I would definitely give this like a 7 out of 10. It's not done actually too bad. Okay, now we're gonna go and conceal under our eyes. As I said, I was keeping this, I bought bare minimum products because I wanted to just try and do the cheapest makeup look possible. So I haven't bought any like brown liquid contour. We're just gonna be bronzing today. So with this though, I did get the Brightening Radiant Under Eye Concealer. This one was £3.50. I got it in shade Neutral. This was actually the cheapest concealer I could find at £3.50. So this wasn't as cheap as the foundation, but it looks really professional. It looks really nice, also vegan friendly as well. So you get this little brush with it. So I'm just gonna go underneath my eyes. Okay, so my initial reaction isn't very good. It's actually quite hard to get. Very little product comes out, and it's actually just like hard to use. But we will see how it blends. It does feel thick again as well, but we'll see. I just feel like mine that I'm used to, the Maybelline, I can get quite a lot of product come out and it feels more liquidy, where again this feels a little bit thicker, but we'll see how it goes. So this is what I've done. In all honesty, I probably could have even gone slightly bit lighter than the neutral, but we'll see how it goes. So as I'm blending, I'm definitely feeling that it's just not white enough for me. It definitely looks a lot lighter than what it comes out of the bottle. So if you are like having a little look at concealers in Primark, I'd definitely, even if it looks too light, go a shade lighter, just because that has come out way darker than it actually looks in the bottle. Okay, so it was a little bit thick to blend, but we got there. It has actually blended out quite nicely, but I would have just wanted it to sit a little bit lighter. But I am going to put some like translucent baking powder over the top, so hopefully we get a bit more of a brightening effect once I've put that on. So like my initial reaction rating of that would definitely be like a 4 to 5 out of 10. It's not awful, but it just didn't really work for me. Okay, so next we've got our setting powder. So this is the PS Blurred Out Skin Conditioning Universal Blurring Powder, and this was £3.50 as well. This as well only came in one colour. So it's really, really white. So this is how white it is. I own the Revolution Banana one, so it is a little bit warmer than this. And I've just put a really warm concealer on, so we're not sure how this is going to work. But as I said, with the Primark I went to, they only had one colour, but it only seemed to be that they were stocking one colour. I mean, in terms of how it's sticking on my face, that's absolutely fine, but for me it's a little bit white, and it kind of, so much product goes everywhere. But, I mean, my initial reaction, again, about a 7 out of 10. I'm just really concerned about the colour, but we will see. Okay, so I've brushed my eyebrows out. What we're going to do is, they had this eyebrow pencil. So this is the Tattoo Eye Ink. Now, there were quite a lot of pencils that they were selling, but this one kind of hinted that it was the one that was going to stay on the most. I would normally soap dry my eyebrows, but I'm not going to be doing that today. I'm literally just going to be going in with the Tattoo Ink pencil and just evening them out. So this was £2, and I got it in shade brown. So this is how the brush comes. It kind of has, if you can see, it has like 3 mini brushes effect, so you can get like a thick effect. So we'll see how this works. Okay, so this is my eyebrows filled in. On review, I actually think this is a great product. The 3 little brushes really do help you create like brush strokes on your eyebrows. However, because my eyebrows are just so big and like thick anyway, this kind of did nothing really for me, and I would say the shade brown is just slightly too light for me. So if you're someone with like black brown eyebrows, make sure you get in the black shade. But honestly though, as an actual find of a product, if you have fairer eyebrows, you know, with less hair, this is actually a really good filler product. It worked really well, and because it has those 3 little brush strokes on an angle, it really does help you just get more of a shape and create that like fluffy effect. So I definitely give this like a 7 out of 10. Okay, now for eyes, they actually have so many nice cute little palettes in Primark, although I've never actually tried their eyeshadow. So I went and bought this Peachy Cute eyeshadow palette for £3 because it had really nice like yellows, pinks, browns, shades that I just think are going to be really nice for summer. So yeah, I'm going to give these a little go. I think I'm going to go for like a yellow to orange kind of ombre look. So I'm going to start with the Lemon and Cute, these 2 colours. In my inner corner lemon, I'm going to go for Cute on my base, and then I'm going to go for this tangerine colour as we start to go out and blend it. So that already has set way better than I thought it was going to. That's why I put a lot on, and it's kind of even a bit too much. So the pigment so far is good. Okay, so I'm really impressed. I feel like it's not coming up on camera as much as it is in person, how good the pigment is so far from literally just putting a few dabs on. I'm gonna now go in and blend with the tangerine. So this is the like kind of final look that I was going for. So we've gone kind of like ombre into the orange. I'm finding that the eyeshadow pigment is really good. It's just taking a little bit longer to blend than other eyeshadows, but I'm actually so impressed with the colour. So I'd definitely give this like an 8 out of 10. I'm not the best at blending an eyeshadow anyway. So I think if someone actually knew what they were doing a lot more, then this is a really good product, I would say. I'm really impressed. So I'll definitely, I think, actually be using the eyeshadow palette more. Okay, now for the moment of truth to see how this sets. So I'm just going to dab it out. I'm really hoping it doesn't set this white on my face and it kind of just like brushes off. I feel like that has set exactly how I would have wanted it to. Okay, I'm actually really impressed with the translucent powder. It came off really easy, it's set nicely, and for £3 as well, you can't really go wrong. So I'd definitely give that a good like 8 out of 10, as well as the eyes. Now we're gonna bronze. So this is their Bronze Glow, and it came in at £1, so super cheap. I have no idea if it's gonna be nice or not, but we will see. So it's matte bronzing powder. I'm just going to get my angled brush. It's not a Primark one, but make do. So I'm just gonna dab a few times, have a little blow, and we'll see what the pigment comes out like. Okay, so it actually comes out a really dark pigment, so you really don't need a lot of product. I'm gonna try and blend this out and not put any more product on. I feel as though if I'd have done the right amount of dabs, this could have been a cute makeup look, but now I just feel like this is not savable. So it really needs like 1 dab of product. I'm gonna try and save this. Okay, so this is as saved as we are getting. So it's very dark. I'm going to, just to see and test out, I'm just literally gonna do like 1 dab and put it on and see what kind of the difference is. I've literally dabbed it once. I'll do a little blow. So that's like still so much product for 1 dab. But yeah, see how that's just come out so much better than this already. And you can just control the amount. Still though, I feel like it's a lot. I'm gonna give this on initial reaction like a 3 out of 10. Personally, I don't like how much product comes out all at once. It doesn't actually blend very well. I mean, it was £1, so... But I mean, it does its job. Obviously, it bronzes you. It's just way too much, and it just doesn't really blend. I'm trying to blend it out, and it's just not really getting anywhere. But yeah, that was from 1 dab of product. And then I've tried saving that, but I dabbed that about 4 times. So that's definitely come out better. Okay, so I always use liquid blush. They didn't have any liquid blush in Primark. So what I've done is, I'm gonna try the TikTok lipstick trick. So I bought a MAC lipstick, obviously to do my lips with, but it was 90p. I think it's from their like matte lipstick range. I got shade Sugar Kisses. So what I'm going to do is put a tiny little bit and try blend it out, and we'll see if that works, and if it does, it might be a little life hack for you. So I've got the lipstick open. I've just realised as well that I obviously normally contour my forehead as well, but I just do not dare put this bronzer there. So what I'm going to do is just with the brush that I was using, without putting any product on, just have a little rub, and that has actually even brought out a little bit of product. That's ridiculous how much product that actually uses. That's a bit scary. Right, we're gonna give this a go, but I'm absolutely loving this little tone. It's very like pinky peachy, very summery, gonna go with my eye makeup very well. So I'm just gonna put the tiniest little bit above my bronzer line, and then this is the brush that I would normally use. It's a Revolution brush. I'm just gonna dab it out and see if this gives us a little pinky cheek vibe. So I actually feel like this has worked. I could have put more product on, but I was a bit scared it wouldn't blend out. But I feel like you could actually make that work, but maybe it's just, you know, best just not even trying. But it hasn't done too bad. So then for highlight, I went and bought this little concoction. So it's very glittery. It's Moon Drops. And it's for Face and Body Shimmer Highlighter. So it's got a shimmer to it. So I just thought, let's give this a go. Now, this was £3. I am really thinking that a really little product is going to go a long way with this. Like, it comes out actually quite thick and gloopy. The actual thing's not really working. Not really. So I've just put a tiny little bit on my hand, and I'm just going to use my finger and put a little bit and just go here and just see what it kind of ends up looking like. It's quite oily actually. It's blending better than I thought, but it's not the best blender. Comes out really thick as well. I wouldn't really recommend this. I would say this is good for if you're like doing a really like a festival look or something where you're wanting it to be like really glittery. Okay, so now I've got that highlighter on. I'd definitely give this highlighter a 1 2 out of 10. It's just the kind of makeup vibe that I'm getting with all of the makeup is that it's definitely like, you know, if you have like a younger teenager that wants to experiment with makeup, definitely buying them this makeup. It kind of reminds me of my Claire's days. I'm still really rating the eyeshadow though. I would rate the eyeshadow. The foundation and the concealer weren't too bad either, but the bronzer and the highlighter are just a complete absolute no-go for me. Okay, so for lashes, I actually really rate Primark lashes. I've never tried these before. These are from the £1 range and they're the Edge Flutter. I'm really into, so they're just like a half lash just for your edges. I'm really into that kind of style at the minute. So I'll pop these on and give you a look and then we'll do the lips. Okay, so these lashes are very like your everyday. They were a lot thinner than I thought they were going to be, but just adding literally that little bit to the end for every day, that's just, doesn't even look like you've got fake eyelashes on. So it's just adding that little bit of fullness to your ends. They're really thin so you can't really tell, and they're just making your eyelashes look so much longer than they are. So I'd definitely say if you're in Primark, getting these for £1 is actually really worth it. They're called the Edge Flutter. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to buy a few pairs of those for myself just to literally wear every day when you're not feeling like you want to put like a full set of lashes on. You just want it to appear like your lashes are longer than they are but have that natural look. So definitely a good find there. Okay, finally we're going to be doing our lips. This lip liner was £1. I got it in shade. To be fair, the lipsticks they had in stock and the lip liners they had in stock weren't really matching up colours, so I went with the 2 closest colours I could. So the lip liner is in shade Taupe. I actually have like the MAC Taupe one, so it'll be funny to see how it compares. It comes out really nice and sharp. I'm just going to give it a go. I'm really impressed with the pigment of colour that's coming out of the lip liner. I'm using Kylie Jenner lip kits at the minute and it's so creamy, so it's definitely not as creamy, but I'm not unimpressed. I'm going to see how it will blends with this. So as I said, I got this in shade Sugar Kisses. So out of the packet, the colours look like completely different, like one looks purple and one looks pink, but they actually complement each other really well. It's a little bit peachy for me. I'm not used to like this brightness. I'm definitely gonna like blot my lip because as well I'm used to like the Kylie lip kit that sets really matte. So I've just blotted my lip. I'm actually really not unimpressed with this lipstick. I think the colour's really good, the pigment's really good. So I'd give the lipstick like a 7 out of 10. It's just not my personal preference, but the lip liner again as well, there's nothing really bad to say about the lip liner. So the fact that the lipstick's 90p and the lip liner's £1, it's dirt cheap. Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you liked that review. So as you can see, some products I was like, yes, I'm surprised, and some products I was like, hell no. I really do not recommend the bronzer whatsoever. But the eyeshadow I'm super impressed with. These lashes, I'm actually going to go buy them in several pairs. They're just sitting so nicely, and I don't even look like I've got any sort of fake lashes in whatsoever. So I definitely recommend them. I'm going to leave all of the products' names below. Obviously, I can't leave any links because it's Primark, but I'll leave the exact names of the products and the shades that I got it in. But yeah, I honestly, to say that this makeup look literally was £20 for everything, I can't really complain. I do just think, you know, my cheeks need sorting out a little bit, but if I'd have known, obviously, going into it that I really needed hardly any product, I would have maybe been able to make that a little bit better. But yeah, that was just a really, like, that was my first reaction, first review. Once I play around with the products a bit more, I might, you know, get it looking a little bit better. The one thing as well I was so shocked with was the foundation shade. It literally was the perfect match, which just happened like so, like it was just such a coincidence. But yeah, the foundation I was actually really impressed with. It just is that like smell of like Claire's makeup in a way. I don't even know how to describe it, but no, I'm actually really pleasantly surprised. So well done Primark, and if you girls definitely found things in there that you think you could swap out, or you know, when you're on a bit of a budget buy instead of your normal, then definitely check them out. And if you've got any other kind of like makeup challenges you want to see, or like me use certain types of products and give them reviews, then please just put them in the comment section below. But thank you for watching that, and I will see you in the next video.